Alright guys, we are doing sentence fixers for day 4. As always, I'm going to read it without any corrections first. Sometimes that's harder than others. And then we will go through and correct all the errors. If you haven't already, I want you to pause the video and I want you to find as many errors as you can without me. And then we'll go over it together, and any that you miss you can just add as we go on. Alright. The Arizona State Fair is in October in Phoenix. My family unviews the weather before going to the fair. We are careless to wear sunscreen and drink water. You shouldn't forget to bring a hat. It can be very hot at the fair. My favoriteest part is sawing the animals. All right. So again, if you haven't made any corrections yet, pause the video, go ahead and make your corrections, and then unpause so you can follow along. And it's okay if you don't get them all. We're working on it together so that if you follow along, you'll be able to get all of them down. Okay, so the first thing we need to correct is our first word that starts our paragraph is the, and it needs to be a capital T. So go ahead and cross out that lowercase t and make it a capital. The Arizona State Fair. So Arizona State Fair is a specific place, making it a proper noun. So Arizona, State, and Fair all need capital letters. So the A in Arizona, the S in State, and the F in Fair is in October. October is a specific month, so it is a proper noun and it needs a capital O. In Phoenix, Phoenix is a specific place and it needs a capital P. So then the Arizona State Fair is in October in Phoenix. We need to add punctuation. So we're not asking a question. We aren't super excited about anything. It's just a statement, and we are going to add a period after Phoenix. Moving on. My family unviews the weather before going to the fair. So my starts our sentence and needs a capital M. Family unviews. I'm not sure how you would unview the weather. Once you see it, it's kind of, you've already viewed it. So my family previews. So means to like undo it. Pre means that you look at it before you go. So my family previews the weather. So how you spell previews is Preview's. The weather before. They forgot the O in before. Before should be spelled Before. Going to the fair. So that's a different kind of fair that they put. Our fair is Fair. So circle fair and correct it to Fair. Now we need to add some punctuation after fair. We're not asking a question. It's not an exciting sentence. So it's just a statement, which means it gets a period. We are careless to wear sunscreen and drink water. The W in we needs to be a capital letter because we're starting a new sentence. We are careless. I'm not sure how you can be careless. So we are careful to wear sunscreen and drink water. So careful replaces careless, and careful is spelled Careful. And the last correction for that sentence is water. They forgot the E. So water is Water. Then we need to add punctuation after water. It's not asking a question. It's not exciting. It's just a statement. So we put another period. This next sentence, they started us off with a capital letter. That was pretty nice of them. You shouldn't forget to bring a hat. Well, I hope you don't bring hate anywhere. You shouldn't. Now, again, they tried really hard with this contraction, but they put too many apostrophes. There should only be one apostrophe in that contraction, and it should be before the T. So we're going to eliminate or cross out the apostrophe after the T in shouldn't. Shouldn't forget to bring a hate. Well, I don't think they meant hates because we don't want to bring hate anywhere. So if we eliminate that E off the end and just cross it out, shouldn't forget to bring a hat. And since they're going to be outside and they've already put sunscreen and they're drinking water, I think hat is what they meant. So just cross out that E at the end. And now we need to add punctuation. You can do two different types of punctuation here. If you're telling someone like excitedly, you shouldn't forget to bring a hat, then you can put an exclamation point. If you are just telling them, then you can also use a period, but we cannot use a question mark because it is not asking anything. It can be very hot at the fair. So to start our sentence, we need a capital letter. So the I in it needs to be capitalized. It can be very. So again, they used an I instead of a Y for very. So very should be V-E-R-Y. And that's tricky because they make the same sound. It can be very hot at the fair. Well, it says far. So we need to change far to fair. And fair again is F-A-I-R. Then we need to add punctuation after fair. You can do a period or an exclamation point for this one, but not a question mark. If you use an exclamation point for the last one, I wouldn't do 2 exclamation points in a row. My favoriteest part is sawing the animals. So we need to start with a capital M for my favoriteest. Favoriteest is not a word, so we're going to just change it to my favorite part. So we're just going to mark out the ST in favoriteest and change it to favorite. Sawing. I hope we are not sawing the animals. That's so cruel. I think that they meant seeing the animals because I'm sure they're not going to cause the animals any harm. So sawing becomes seeing, which is S-E-E-I-N-G. The animals. And to end up our paragraph, we need to have punctuation, and it is a period because it is a statement. When you have all of these corrections made and marked out, then you can write your final paragraph completely corrected. As always, I love and miss you guys. I will be taping our math video next, so make sure you tune into it too. Thank you.